Have you ever wondered what really goes on the shadows of power? Imagine a leader full of contradictions, a man cast as both hero and villain. Today we dive into the life of Muammar Gaddafi. Why should you care about Gaddafi? Well, his life story is a roller coaster of revolution, power, and controversy. Let's break it down. Muammar Gaddafi was born in 1942 in a Bedouin tent in the deserts of Libya. He grew up in a deeply traditional and tribal society. In 1969, at just 27 years old, Gaddafi led a bloodless coup, overthrowing King Idris. He declared Libya a republic and himself its leader. Gaddafi immediately set about reshaping Libya using his vision of Arab nationalism. He introduced the Third International Theory, his philosophy outlined in the Green Book. This was a mix of socialism, Islam, and pan-Arabism. Gaddafi's Green Book rejected both capitalism and communism. He wanted equality but didn't see democracy as the solution. Instead, Gaddafi created the notion of direct democracy through people's committees. But how did this work on the ground? People's committees were set up in every sector of society. Elected representatives would meet to make decisions, but actual power remained with Gaddafi. Despite his controversial governance, Gaddafi was known for his anti-imperialist stance. He strongly opposed Western influence in Africa and the Middle East. Gaddafi cultivated an image as a revolutionary hero. He supported liberation movements across the globe, from the ANC in South Africa to the IRA in Ireland. But Gaddafi also had a darker side. His regime was accused of numerous human rights abuses. Libya was known for its brutal crackdown on political dissent. Opposition was not tolerated, and many dissenters simply disappeared. Gaddafi's rule lasted over 4 decades. In those years, he accumulated vast wealth. Libya, rich in oil, became a major player on the global stage. He used oil revenue to build a welfare state. Free healthcare, free education, and subsidies for housing were introduced. Sounds great, right? But corruption and inefficiency were rampant. While ordinary Libyans benefited somewhat, Gaddafi and his inner circle lived in luxury. His flamboyant lifestyle became the stuff of legend. Gaddafi was known for his extravagant outfits and trademark sunglasses. He surrounded himself with an elite all-female bodyguard unit known as the Amazonian Guard. His tent, a symbol of his Bedouin roots, traveled with him wherever he went. However, by the 2010s, cracks began to show in Gaddafi's rule. The Arab Spring, a wave of pro-democracy uprisings, reached Libya in 2011. Protests erupted and soon turned into a full-blown civil war. NATO intervened, supporting the rebels aiming to overthrow Gaddafi. In October 2011, Gaddafi was captured and killed by rebel forces. His death marked the end of over 40 years of his rule. Post-Gaddafi Libya has faced chaos and instability. Competing factions and militias struggle for control. But Gaddafi's impact, both positive and negative, remains a deep part of Libyan history. He left behind a legacy riddled with questions and controversies. Was he a hero who sought to uplift his people? Or a tyrant who ruled with an iron fist? So, what's your take on Muammar Gaddafi? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this dive into history, make sure to like the video and share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into the lives of controversial figures. Until next time, stay curious.